Hello, this is David Allen and you are watching Sporting Icons.
Now here's a fight that I'll be very interested in. Joe Joyce versus Agit Kabayel. Agit Kabayel, most of you guys, if you've heard of that name, it's probably because when he fought Derek Chisora in Monte Carlo, over a year, maybe 18 months ago now, where Derek Chisora got absolutely annihilated by Agit Kabayel. On points, of course, but Chisora just couldn't live with him, whether that be because his then trainer Don Charles weren't in the corner or he weren't up for it, or Agit Kabayel is that good. But Agit Kabayel is somewhat of an avoided fighter. I'm not going to say he isn't, but what I've seen of him, he does have some weaknesses. But is Joe Joyce the guy to expose those weaknesses? Agit Kabayel, I believe he's the number one in Germany. But either way, he's certainly the European champion. Forget the others like Christian Hammer, the WBO European champion, and the other ones, the IBF European. No. Agit Kabayel is the European heavyweight champion. Either way, the EBU have set a purse bid for Agit Kabayel versus Joe Joyce on August the 7th. And the European heavyweight champion appears to have missed his chance to have a voluntary and must now face his mandatory. This is according to reports. So Agit Kabayel, not the most active fighter in the world, which is why I said that arguably he is quite avoided. He's one of these guys, he brings very little to nothing to the table as far as finances go, and he's a very tough opponent. But he does have that European title. Is that really a title that heavyweights or any kind of division people really want? I think most fighters wouldn't mind it for those who are eligible, but could they live without it and go their career and not have it, as in get British, Commonwealth, and then go straight to world title? I think they're quite happy Mr. European, to be honest with you. But either way, this is a fight that I would absolutely love to see. Agit Kabayel versus Joe Joyce. They're both somewhat prospects, they're both undefeated, and it's a decent fight. Agit Kabayel's got all the skills in the world, and he's pretty heavy-handed at times as well. As we've seen Joe Joyce in his last fight against Bryant Jennings, he's there to be hit, and he can be hurt, especially at the stomach. He seems to be pretty weak to the gut. So either way, it's an interesting fight, and Agit Kabayel will be a real tough test for Joe Joyce. But one that, of course, I would hope Joe Joyce comes through. But after that performance against Bryant Jennings, where, to be honest with you, I'm not too convinced he actually won that fight. I'm not against it either. But listen, I'll take it. He's a Brit. Of course, let's take the victory, right? But in the reality of it, I'm not too sure if he did win that fight. Either or, it is what it is now. But a fight between Joe Joyce and Agit Kabayel for the European heavyweight title, yes, please. I really like that fight. And this probably stands to reason why Frank Warren, he turned his nose up when some reporters were asking about Daniel Dubois after he defeated Nathan Gorman, saying, well, maybe we see Daniel Dubois versus Joe Joyce now. Which, for quite some time, Frank Warren was, yeah, you know what, that's not bad. But after Dubois defeated Gorman, he was like, no, he's kind of wincing his face. No, because he was quite happy well, not really happy, but he was okay with Nathan Gorman losing, only because he signed Joe Joyce. If he hadn't signed Joe Joyce, don't believe for 1 second Dubois versus Gorman would have happened last weekend. I'm telling you, it wouldn't have done. But anyway, it is what it is. We ain't going to see Daniel Dubois versus Joe Joyce. And to be honest, I don't particularly want to see it just yet. I think these guys need to still progress a bit, and then hopefully these guys have a huge fight. But heavyweight, anything can happen. And a fight between Joe Joyce and Agit Kabayel, that's a very serious fight for Joe Joyce. Very serious fight. Anyway, drop your thoughts below about it. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next one.